Hi guys, I'm back. So this is Guidance with Compassion. Maybe some of you are seeing my face for the first time. I did reveal myself in that video I did later in the year where I was doing a part one of how to heal. I will be doing other parts to that, so keep posted for that. And I will post the video at either the end of this video or I will have it pinned so you can access it as well. So I've been away. Yes, it's been a long time. I needed a break. I was burnt out and I had to do what was good for my well-being. So now I'm back and I will have a different attitude to tarot. I won't be like churning it out so much. I feel like I'll be more enjoying it more and doing it from a place of from the heart chakra and all of that. So I'm going to set my timer because I do tend to run away with my words, as you well know. I'm a bit of a chatty patty. So we're starting off strong with Aries. And let's go. So I'm going to I've already shuffled the oracle cards, so let's get into the reading. So Spirit, can I get 3 oracle cards, please, Spirit, for the sign of Aries? What messages do they need to hear right now? 2 more oracle cards, please, Spirit. 1 more. Ooh, that's gone off the side. Go. Right. It's cold here in England, so that's why I got my blanket. So we've got Orphaned, bottom of the deck. We have Mending coming up first. A Change in the Wind. And Higher Power. I feel like from that, you know this change is coming. You've envisioned it, maybe you've manifested it, but you know it's on the horizon. Let me just see what's under Orphaned. We've got Come to the Edge. So it's funny, you're both on these cliff tops. This one is in air, but this one is fixed. And I think it's the moment you step off of this ledge. Maybe you put yourself there or other people, but you remove yourself. You take a leap of faith. New year, new you sort of vibe. But let's go more into these oracles. So let's deal with Mending first. So Mending is 52. So forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Aries, these are words that I feel like you don't want to hear. You're like, no, let them stay the fuck over there. It really depends on the situation. So if this is not for you, you're not aligning with it, it doesn't resonate, move on. Oracle message. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments and arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace and make amends to others. Set yourself free. I can kind of get that with Orphan now at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whoever this is resonating for, that you've kind of isolated yourself because you've got this pain, this rage, this resentment to a person, maybe a number of people. And I think, with a change in the wind, a change is going to happen. But I do think for yourself, before this change comes, because change always comes, to let go of this hatred, this bitterness, this anger, whatever it is that you're feeling, this, these pent up emotions, let it go. As Frozen says, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Which is the same where we got come to the edge, which is the full energy. Let it go. Jump off the edge. Let go of that old version of you, those old thoughts, those old ways of doing things, and step into something new, something fresh. Let go of the baggage, Aries. So then we got a change in the wind. So that's number 12. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm. Awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift. Uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. As I said, there's a change. And the Fool is all about, he doesn't know where he's going. The come to the edge oracle card. He doesn't know where he's going. But he's guided by faith and intuition. He's guided by spirit. So I feel that you know that a change is going to come. You could be seeing this at New Year. This is when I'm filming it on New Year's Eve. You feel like the next year there's going to be a different vibe. You're not wrong about that. But the choice is down to you as well to create a different energy. So the oracle message is, it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. And I think that's true as well because Neptune and Saturn are going into your sign of Aries. So there's a whole different shift and vibe. And in the world today, so many things are happening. It always is kind of feeling like we're on uncertain ground. But the only thing that you can do is ground yourself and keep going on where you are heading. So if you made a decision to go one way, just because things around you change, that doesn't mean that what you had set in your mind needs to change. Obviously, if you want to change your mind, that's perfectly, you do that. But I think Spirit's saying, when there's a whirlwind around you, that doesn't mean you suddenly panic. It doesn't mean that you switch sides. But I think with this connected with mending, I think that Spirit is saying, in order to go into this new season and get the best out of it, you need to heal. Because if joy comes into your life, you've had a few bad years of bad relationships, bad work environments, life, and then joy comes in, you may be like, I don't trust it. No, they've got an ulterior motive. And Spirit is sending you this joy, this love, this happiness. This is what you wanted. But they're not engaging. They're not taking it. So you want to get the best out of the change. So we've got 4, which is higher power. Conscious contact with a higher power. The presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with Spirit. So this could be the change. You go through a spiritual awakening. Or if you're already on a spiritual path, it's another one. You're leveling up. You're receiving more messages. You're getting more in tune with your spirituality, your spiritual gifts. Take it how it resonates. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead, and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself at this time. You need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You're always protected and divinely directed. I think so. I think that perhaps, Aries, you've gone through a dark period and you felt this emotion, and you felt these strong emotions and you felt ostracized and you felt like, why me? Why have they treated me this way? But I think Spirit's saying, if you connect more with them, they will show you that everything has a purpose. And it's not like we're just singling you out and we're just going to give you a bad time and we're just going to give you all these lessons. That isn't it at all. It's all for your divine purpose, for your divine good. So I'm going to do the orphaned and then that will be the end of your reading. So that's number 5. And we've got a little progression. So even though mending 5, 2 is 7, we've got 1, 2, 3, higher power 4, and orphaned is 5. So 3, 4, 5, which means you're moving on up. You're moving in the right direction. It may not appear like that, but this is what I'm channeling. So let's do orphan, number 5. A sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. And I think that's what we've touched upon here with higher power. Feeling like, well, why is it always happening to me? Why is it that I have these problems? Why is it that they don't experience what I experience? But I would say, don't compare yourself to others. We're all on our different paths. So you don't know what they've been up to this point. You don't know the work that they've been doing. And they don't know that of you. So don't look at other people and think, oh, they have it easier. We don't really know that. But it's more you need to focus on what you're doing. You know, like we said with the change of the wind. Focus on you, tunnel vision, and forget about everyone else. The oracle message. We are all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island. And it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and you need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. Yes, Aries. If you feel like you're not in alignment with those around you, that's okay. We often, throughout life, we go through changes, we go through experiences, we change our point of view. Or maybe people have done this with you and you've moved apart, you've distanced yourself. You've kind of faded. This could be with friendships, it could be with members of family. Before you were tight, you were close. Certain life experiences, changes in attitude, now you're further apart. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that you are growing in different directions. It happens to everybody. And I think here is knowing when you're separating yourself, still keep yourself open to love, to friendships. And but don't feel the need, I know you're not gonna, but don't feel the need to compromise yourself, to shrink yourself to fit in with people just because perhaps you don't have a lot of any friends at the moment, or to get a relationship, because it will not be authentic. They'll be viewing you in an idealized way, or the way that you've portrayed yourself to be a part of this group, this clique. But instead, just be who you are. And if you have less people around, okay, that's fine. But that light that you portray from being who you are genuinely, people are going to soon be called to it. The right people. And it's just a matter of waiting. Yeah. So yeah, I was just heard good things come to those who wait. So take that message, Aries. So yes, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonated, please give the video a like, please share it, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.